welcome to Philadelphia. I'm Ed Cohen with Jay Williams. And Jay, as an East Coast guy, you've traveled the globe. You can appreciate the thirst and the passion of these fans.
There's no doubt about it. It lives here in Philadelphia. And how about only a couple of years ago, this team had just won 28 games. Now we're talking about them potentially winning an NBA championship.
They've waited a long time, and now perhaps comes the reward. Won by the Miami Heat. Jay, sometimes it's not just the Heat that does opponents in Miami.
I've been a victim to this multiple times when we have played the Heat, and I think other franchises from cold cities have been the same. There's a reason why the Miami Heat have such an advantage down here on South Beach. You catch them on an off night, it's rare that opposing teams are ready to play.
Danny Green, tough matchup against Butler. His first effort off the mark.
Shooters shoot, period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
Embiid.
Here we go. Here we go.
Can't miss those.
What happened is he didn't balance himself off the defender. He didn't initiate contact. He allowed the contact to initiate him. We could break that down later in the broadcast, but that's why he missed that easy chip.
To Harden. Almost, and he's not getting the call. Oladipo into the front court. Lead is 2. Lowry buries the 3. He's too good to leave that open.
But it was how he created the shot. As a defender, there's a tendency to stand up when you stare at the ball. Offensive player recognized that, continuously moved without the ball. Bang, that's how he set it up.
And they called the foul. Jay, he was there too late.
It's still early, so no real impact on that call. But you know that they're going to call this one tight, so you might want to keep your hands out of his pocket.
James Harden has got 2 shots coming. A career 85% free throw shooter. And he connects on the first free throw. Good free throw shooting. Knocks down a pair. Miami with the basketball. Lowry to Butler. And the rebound comes down to Green. To Harden. For 3. That's off the side of the rim, short.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
And a rim rocker, Joel Embiid.
Oh, man, you're not supposed to be able to do that with that size, but in today's game, dexterity and mobility are off the charts for bigs.
Lowry against Harden. To Butler. Gets a look. Can't hit. Harden into the front court. Down by 1. Had a good look there, but it's no good. Ball controlled by Kyle Lowry. Joel Embiid with a piece.
Ed, that's light work for a guy with his ability.
Danny Green to Tobias Harris. Fires the 3. Second effort. Finish that.
And physicality is your friend. Don't let these guys get any easy ones down low. Make them look at the refs, wondering where the foul was every time.
Well done, Kyle Lowry. 2 for 3 now here in the first.
It looks like he's using his ball handling to... I know it looks like he's just playing around out there trying to get the fans going. That is true, but he's also finding his rhythm.
Rebounded by the Heat. Lowry into the front court. Leads 3. Joel Embiid able to recover with the block. Looks like some substitutions are coming on in. Sixers have the basketball. Oh, Jay, he commands the paint this time down.
You see, you can't actually get mesmerized by the ball. You actually have to focus on the dribbler's belly button. I know that may sound cheesy, but trust me, he can't go anywhere without his core.
Nothing going here on that drive. Lowry. A bad pass as the Sixers come up with the steal. To Millsap. Cashes in for two.
In the paint, you need to finish just like that.
Lowry with it. Down a point. Oh, had him going there for a second. To Butler. For three. That one off the mark. It's no good. Harris. It's the Heat with the possession. To Oladipo. Butler. That's rebounded by Embiid. Harden with it up top. Leads one. Tobias Harris above the rim.
An easy two. Get back on defense.
Oladipo into the front court. Looking to make something happen. Joel Embiid rejects it. That's his third block this evening.
Sent a message on that one, Ed.
Butler to bring it up. Down three. Short jumper won't go down. To Embiid. Joel Embiid. 2-4 now.
Just wait a second, Ed. Wait 1 second. Can we go back to the play before this great play that we just saw? Just because you have a bad offensive possession, you can't allow that to go down and reciprocate itself on the defensive end. One bad play does not make two bad plays. You have to bounce back. That's how you play this game.
Lowry to Oladipo. Keep on trying. Shot's no good there. Gets it in the left corner. Harden. Jay, another one goes down. They're right where they want to be.
Exactly. Next play, you have to turn around defensively and get in the stance and actually keep that same kind of tempo.
Eric Spoelstra now going to use a timeout. His guys have come out flat. Slow start in this first quarter. Coach has seen enough. He wants some changes. New personnel onto the floor. Lowry to Oladipo. Joel Embiid.
Whoa! Get that out of here.
Message sent, Jay.
You know why? I don't see anybody on the defensive end standing up out of position. I see everybody squatted down, really active with their hands. That's the mentality that will lead you to where you want to go.
Lowry. Paul Millsap pins it.
This game is all about playing mind tricks on people. The offense is more worried about getting their shot blocked than they are about actually making the shot.
Paul Millsap, 2 for 2. That's what you want.
This comes down to great execution both on the offensive and defensive end of the floor. Let's see if they can carry this into the second quarter.
Lowry, Harden's on him. Out of bounds, last touch by the Heat. To Millsap. Knocked loose. Heat get control. Lowry to Waiters. Five to shoot for Miami. Waiters has a chance. Yes, Victor Oladipo. Tough shooting. Only 2 for 6 after that made.
I mean, I don't know how much better the defense has to play you on that one. The guy was right in your grill and you still knocked it down.
Grabs his own miss and scores. Good concentration.
As my mother would say to the defender, A for effort, F for results.
Coach is going to shift gears and adjust his matchups. Harris. Oh, not a good pass there. That's a turnover. It's the Heat with the possession. Oladipo. Now a steal by Philly. To Harden. Had a chance, but it's no good. Follows and finishes.
It just seems like one of three things happen every time James Harden has the ball. Either he scores, he gets fouled, or he kicks it out to someone for a three. Pick your poison.
To Oladipo. Beyond the arc for three. Very little's gone right in this first quarter, but with that three, you look at the scoreboard, they're back within 9.
And Ed, Rome was not built in one day. You can't rush the process. Just keep chipping away. Chip, chip, chip.
To Harden. From long range. Can't go down. Smothering defense. He throws it down. Whoa, he got up there.
Just showing you that 40-inch vertical.
Ah, the monster stuff.
Well, look, you can't be caught flat-footed on defense. You need to be on the balls of your feet, especially in transition. You have to jab at that guy with the ball, hedge at him. Make him think that maybe you will take him. Maybe you'll fan out to a defender on the perimeter. But still, keep him guessing. But when you don't do that, that's easy money.
Joel Embiid sends it away. Ooh, 5 now.
Blocking so many shots only gives your perimeter that much more confidence to really apply more pressure.
He'd have the basketball. To P.J. Tucker. Waiters. Takes stock of the floor. Short jumper won't fall.
I just love where this takes you into the psychological battle as a player offensively. Was that a great contest, or did you just miss the shot? But now you have me thinking about that the entire next possession.
To Waiters. Tucker. To Waiters. Fires the three. Can't connect. It's no good. Harris. To Embiid. Joel Embiid. 4 out of 7.
Old school equals high percentage.
Eric Spoelstra now going to use a timeout. His guys find themselves down double digits already in this first quarter. Substitution being made in this one. Paul Millsap with the block.
Here's one of the biggest secrets as we move into this new age of basketball, especially in the draft room. You have to draft players with size and length. That's the biggest deterrent for any team offensively.
Oladipo. Joel Embiid sends it away. Incredible. 6 tonight. Trying to cash in. No good. To Millsap. Paul Millsap. 3 for 3. That's a perfect start.
I don't think anyone saw this one coming, but it looks like they're trying to send a message. Look into their eyes. They're laser focused. They're playing as if this game is tied.
Lets it fly from long range. That's off the side of the rim. No good.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
Takes it right to the rim. A lot of contact there, but they say no foul.
Another possession they were forced to take a tough shot. This time they got it to go, but they need to do something different to start creating more open look opportunities.
The Sixers with 4 to shoot. Harden. No good. Oh, too much contact. Free throws on the way.
You got to know your personnel. That's not someone you want to send to the line for a free two.
Victor Oladipo. A couple of free throws on the way. For his career, 80% at the line. And hits the first free throw. Goes 2 for 2. First quarter's complete, and a great start for the 76ers.
The NBA Season 9 2022 games and highlights will be coming up next on Sports Action Infinity 22.
Ed Cohen, Jay Williams with you as we get things started here in the second quarter. To Embiid. From the painted area, won't go down. And look out. Big finish at the rim.
It's that easy, Ed. You never want to leave any doubt when attacking the rim.
Oh, great defense there, forcing the pickup. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Message received. Well defended. Has a look. He's too good to leave that wide open. Defense has to communicate.
These breakdowns happen because a team lacks communication. You have to point towards your man, keep that butt towards the baseline, and make sure you communicate through every screen.
Miami's got it. To Waiters. Surveys the floor. Tough shot and nearly a chance at a three-point play. No foul.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
And he'll go to the foul line.
Great job, Ed, by the shooter to create contact after the jump. That's how you get to the free throw line.
Anthony Tolliver at the line for 2 shots. For his career, 77% at the line. First one goes down. And he makes them both. To Waiters. Nothing going here on that drive. And he knocks it down. Jay, as key a move as you'll find in the NBA.
And it is the new age triple threat. It does 2 things. Number 1, it creates distance in a hurry. Number 2, when you're stepping east to west while maintaining your dribble, which is a difference maker, it throws a defender off because now he's at your mercy and he's off balance.
And it just may be, Jay, the biggest threat late in the shot clock.
Especially if you add a hesitation to the move, or if you look at the rim, you'll most of the time have the defender jumping out of the shoes.
We wish defenders all the best in this game defending that. Nothing going here on that drive. Oh, ferocious slam inside. He was ready right at the tip.
What a first half he's having. He came out of the gate, attacked, found ways to get to the rim. Now look how easy the game is coming to him.
Too much contact, and free throws coming.
Love the fact that the shooter created contact on the upward motion to shoot the basketball. Big time play.
first one, count it. Able to convert on both free throws. Kyle Lowry with the rock. Shot won't go. Harden in possession. It's an 11-point game. James Johnson, huge block.
That kid can block out the sun, Ed.
Lowry buries it on the catch and shoot.
Ed, let me tell you how this one goes. It ain't no fun if the homies can't have some. Everyone's getting a piece of the rock tonight.
Oh, the Heat right there to take it away.
You go back to the principles, things that we started working on when we were in first and second grade. Is called the shell drill. You stay down in the stance defensively, you try to deny the next pass away, and you have to communicate. If your conditioning is bad, you have no chance. But if you're able to do all these things together, collectively, you will be able to stop a great passing team.
To Butler. Not that time. Danny Green. Drive to the basket, but the shot won't go. To Butler. It's a big finish. He took it out on the rim that time.
Oh, there's no better feeling than after throwing that one down, hanging on the rim a little bit, looking at your opponent beneath you, making him recognize that's where you'll be the entire ball game.
Great defense there, forcing the pickup. Pass stolen by Miami. Yes, and the foul, and a chance at three coming up.
The defender was actually in a good position there. They even made a decent play on the ball, but sometimes those bounces go the other way. Still, stay aggressive out there.
Free throw is good to cap off the three-point play, and the lead is down to 3. Danny Green to Harden. Drive here, but the shot stays out.
That's superb defense. That's a defense getting there from the weak side early and making the player short on the shot.
Now pass stolen by the Sixers.
Come on, let's dig in. Let's really build this lead.
Harris to Harden. Here's a chance from long range. Well defended. Butler into the front court. They're down 3. And scores.
There's certain guys in this league that should be put on alert status 24/7 because either they're posterizing you or that attempt can still be a poster.
Going to launch beyond the arc. They snuffed it out. Tobias Harris missed it.
Shooters shoot. Period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
Sixers call for time as they'll talk things over in a one-point basketball game. Changes coming from both sides right now. Danny Green to Millsap. Knocked loose. Millsap matched up with P.J. Tucker. Got it.
So many people think making assists is creating something razzle and dazzle. Sometimes giving the ball up early is the right play and the most efficient.
Harden to Millsap. Harden to Millsap. Oh, the Heat right there to take it away.
That's called game plan execution to perfection. Every possession on the road is critical.
Kyle Lowry swats it.
Sent a message on that one, Ed.
To P.J. Tucker. Sixers able to clear the rebound. And that's going to get out of bounds off of Harden. Gets to the basket and scores.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
Philadelphia with the basketball. Harden to Danny Green. And he's fouled. A trip to the line coming up.
Aggressive play there, but you can't fault the defender for being up in the shooter. You need to contest shots, each and every one of them.
First free throw is good. So he hits the first, misses the second. Lowry into the front court, up by 6. Short jumper off the mark. 2 points for Danny Green.
I see this happen all the time. It used to happen to me. Sometimes an easy offense allows more effort to translate to the defensive end.
Lowry. They'll go to Butler, down low. Tobias Harris, snatching it out of the air. Butler. And he's fouled. Nice move that time, and he's going to the line for 2.
Smart play to rip through the extended arm of the defender. That will get you to the free throw line every time.
Knocks down the first. Two for 2 on that trip. Harden matched up with Jimmy Butler. He takes it right at them and scores. You have to fill in there. The challenge defending a guy who can be a 1 or a 2.
We're not old men talking about this game. We don't define players by positions anymore. Is he a 1 or is he a 2? No, he's James Harden. He is a scorer and an elite passer.
The jab step opens up space to knock down the jumper.
I think the defender had absolutely zero chance on that play.
Harris to Danny Green. Harden. That's good D. Shot no good.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
Butler. And count the basket.
One of the hardest working guys in the league, and that's how he got his money. That's his skill set. That weight room continues to pay off.
Count it. No and 1. There was some contact there.
Because in certain players' mind, it doesn't matter if they're amongst the trees or not. They're always going to be the giant in the paint.
Here comes the screen. Baseline drive. The screen sets him up for two.
Bread and butter. And there are a few that can do it better off the screen.
Danny Green to Millsap. Short jumper stays out.
I love when I see a good contest. You're crowding the player's landing space, which naturally makes him worrisome about turning an ankle on that landing.
Here comes the screen. Lowry against Harden. For three. Yeah, and Kyle Lowry adds three with that one.
Well, that change is inevitable. And one of the things that continues to fascinate me about this game, usually when you see a good three-point shooting team, their shoulders are square to the basket. That's no longer the case in today's game. These guys are off balance, they're moving different ways, yet they still have extreme shot-making ability.
So Lowry. To Butler. Has a chance. Unbothered by the defense as he drills it.
Well, when you play for each other and not just for yourself, that's when great things happen. You essentially lose yourself in what the team is trying to accomplish. It's called unselfish basketball. And there's nothing more beautiful than rewarding your teammate with a nice pass and letting them finish for 2 or 3 points.
Dwayne Dedmon rocking the rim. That has to feel deflating for the other side.
They've really came out and made a statement so far in this first half. Another powerful dunk, but another easy dunk. When are we going to see some defense?
Harden to Jordan. Good look that time, but off the mark. To Butler. Lowry to Butler. He connects off the step back. We talk so much about who are the MVP candidates, but there are other guys who are so valuable to their teams, and Jimmy Butler at the forefront of that list.
I have a phrase that I use when I describe players like Jimmy Butler. It's called most valuable mentality. There are certain players that approach the game with a certain mindset every single day that they will do anything possible to win the ball game. He plays with his heart and soul every single possession and every night, and he will leave it on the court if that means he can win the ball game.
A drive to the basket, but the shot won't go down.
What happened is he didn't balance himself off the defender. He didn't initiate contact. He allowed the contact to initiate him. We could break that down later in the broadcast, but that's why he missed that easy chipping.
A very one-sided first half of basketball as we are at halftime. Let's get you to our NBA Live studios in Orlando and hand it over to Jalen Rose for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Jalen.
Thanks, Ed. The Heat entered the locker room with a comfortable lead. They decided to make a statement in the opening half, and they did it by throwing down dunk after dunk after dunk. I think the rim is still shaking. Have a look at the leading scores for the Miami Heat. The 76ers are down at halftime and in need of some momentum. Of course, they still have 2 quarters to turn things around, but it won't happen without making some adjustments. These are the guys getting buckets for the Philadelphia 76ers.
game track. Three-point shooting.
The Miami Heat have been emphasizing their three-point shooting in this matchup. Given how accurate they were in the first half, I think it's fair to expect more shots from deep in the closing half.
Player of the half.
The film speaks for itself. He's definitely the player of the half. Now he just got to give an encore to get his team to win.
Who was cold?
Every player that makes it to the NBA is a great athlete, but even the best players have off nights. Today has just been one of those nights for this guy. Here we go with the top 3 plays from the first half.
Number 2. Number 1.
And that concludes our halftime report. Thanks for joining us, and see you again after the game.
Now it's Harden at the controls. To Danny Green. Harden. Tough shot. Well defended.
And big-time coaching strategy by the staff right there, utilizing their bench, keeping fresh legs on that shooter consistently throughout the course of the game.
That's off the side of the rim, short. Harden in possession. Down a bundle. Oh, he had it. Oladipo. Danny Green with a piece.
Ed, that's light work for a guy with his ability.
Oladipo to Lowry.
Oh! Out there looking like the Kimbe Mutombo.
Took it right to him, and the defender was ready. Pass stolen by Miami.
Here's your chance to break this thing wide open.
Not that time.
And when you miss so many chippies right around the rim, you look at their points in the paint production. The first half, they were great. Second half, not so much.
And this will be out of bounds, off of Embiid. Tucker. Now a steal on a very lazy pass there.
You know, Ed, sometimes you're just more ready to play than your opponent. The intensity and the effort is off the charts.
Oladipo into the front court. His guy's up by 15.
Right.
Butler. Out of bounds, last touch by the Heat. Wayne Dedmon able to recover with the block. Ball's controlled by Lowry. That's going to be out of bounds. Cleans it up. And the reward, he's going to the line.
Just because a team's winning doesn't mean the refs are going to put away the whistle. Play right all the way through.
And he connects on the first free throw. Goes 2 for 2 at the line. Miami with the basketball. Lowry to P.J. Tucker. Probing the defense. Oladipo to Butler. Down to 5 on the 24. And Jimmy Butler The shot, almost.
I give this defense so much credit. Sometimes it pays major dividends to have players that are willing to get their nails dirty. Just dig their hands in the dirt, and that's what kind of stand they're making on the defensive end.
Across the timeline, it's Lowry. The lead is 11. Butler. Won't go. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
Attack mode isn't a switch that you can just turn on and off. He needs to do more of that. We need to see him penetrate, get into that lane, and create.
To P.J. Tucker. Lowry. To P.J. Tucker. Knocked loose. Sixers have it. Fires the three, buries it on the catch and shoot.
This game comes down to micro adjustments. Either mismatches, ball screens, slipping action on those ball screens, quick fades to threes. It just seems like you're actually finding your rhythm offensively.
They're going to make some changes with some new personnel on the floor. Butler to Lowry. Doesn't have the touch. No good.
So many teams just try to beat you with their offense. Well, your offense can only take you so far. The one thing that's supposed to travel, whether you're home or away, is your defense. That's your staple.
It's the Heat with the possession. To P.J. Tucker. Probing the defense. Looks to make a move. Waiters to Lowry. Down low for Tucker. Tobias Harris rejects it.
Just erasing mistakes left and right.
4-3. No good. That's great defense.
Shooters shoot. Period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
Here comes the screen. Trying to cash in. Knocks it down from mid-range.
Oh, don't see the read. Be the read.
Harden with the basketball. The deficit is 6. Won't go down. Lowry into the front court. He'll run the offense. To Butler. Waiters. That no good. Off the mark. To Harden. Nothing going here on that drive. Harden to Danny Green. Beyond the arc for 3. Tobias Harris is going to get 3 shots here. A career 81% free throw shooter. And hits the first free throw. Second and 3 is good. Takes advantage of the foul. 3 for 3 at the line. Knocked loose. They love this hustle. Embiid. From long range. Not that time. The follow won't go either. Oladipo into the front court. Up by 3. Lowry to P.J. Tucker. With the fadeaway. Burns him for the basket.
Woo, did you see that? Eyes to the rim, and the rest was all net.
Nothing going here on that drive. Give him 2 points. High percentage.
Might have had an extra dribble or 2 there, but he got the shot he wanted.
It's the Heat with the possession to Butler. Tucker. Joel Embiid tips it. Make that 7.
That kid can block out the sun, Ed.
Wide open look won't go. Lowry with it. Leads 3. And a whistle.
His timing was a tad bit off.
Both coaches hitting the reset button. Fresh legs coming onto the floor.
Stepping in for Miami, number 11, Dion Waiters.
Butler. Off the mark. No good. Flushes it home. Jay, let's see if that's a sign for him.
Well, he's been pretty much non-existent the first 3 quarters, but when you have a play like that, that can get the juices going, and that can help you with your offensive rhythm.
Screen coming. Fires the 3. They were all over Oladipo. Missed the shot.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
He'd have the basketball. Butler. To Waiters. Dion Waiters. It's been a quiet night. Only 3 attempts, but he makes that one stick.
Well, he finished strong because he was able to initiate the contact. When you initiate the contact first, you bounce off the defender, which balances you at the rim.
Oladipo into the front court. His guys now trailing by a point. To Butler. To Tobias Harris. Rebound Oladipo. Has a look. Oladipo, not that time.
And would you like to be in the lead? Of course you would, but still, I like the fact that you got an open shot. Eventually, those will start going in.
Jimmy Butler pins it. And this will be out of bounds off of Butler. New blood coming in for both sides.
Number 16, James Johnson.
How you practice leads to that. Nice pump fake.
Yeah, I've been in this situation before. Just raise your hand. We got to switch.
Oladipo into the front court. His guys down 3. Nothing going here on that drive. Short jumper won't go down.
You know, Ed, everybody gives so much credit to the guy who contested the shot, but there's no way he's in that position without the communication of the backbone of the defense. When you have a guy back there who can block shots and tells you to apply more pressure, you know you're in a safe place.
Has a chance. Add 2 points to the board.
Did you see the way that dribble freed him up? It created so much space. I did, but the defender didn't.
Oh, the touch at the rim. Count it.
Clearly not afraid of the spotlight here because that was not an easy look.
Miami's got it. Oladipo to Butler. Lets it fly from long range. Oh, he couldn't get it to go. Mike Scott sends it away. Trying to cash in, unbothered by the defense as he drills it.
From somebody who loved to score a lot himself, defensively, if you are guarding me in a parallel position, I can have whatever I want when I want. You have to force this guy to go one direction, make him go towards his weak hand, and then contest that shot.
Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Oladipo into the front court. His guys now down by a point. Oh, he's denied.
Oh, big man doing work right there.
Both teams tweaking their lineups. Here come some changes.
Number 14,
Tucker. A bad pass as the Sixers come up with the steal. To Jordan. Oh, scary stuff from DeAndre Jordan. He struggled just a little bit. 2 for 5.
You know, from a point guard perspective, one of the things that I learned when I played in the league was that the more I was willing to give the ball up, the harder other players were willing to run to their spots. The harder the bigs were running to the rim. The harder the three-point shooters were running to the three-point line because they knew they could be active recipients. And when they caught the ball, they knew exactly what to do with it.
Oladipo into the front court. They're down 3. DeAndre knocked away. It's getting dangerous down there.
And I hated getting my shot blocked like that, but I did like getting the ball right back.
The opposing coach is going to counter, make some changes of his own. Taken by the Sixers. It's blocked.
You see, that's why you never give up on the play, Ed. You always stay in the game.
Reminiscent of LeBron on Iguodala. It's good.
And the true test of a team's character is how they respond when they get hit in the mouth. Keep digging.
To Butler. Oladipo. Shot clock for the Heat, down to 3. Butler. Mike Scott sends it away. Looks like both teams are making substitutions.
Paul Millsap. Entering the game for the Heat. Number 40, Udonis Haslem.
Gets to the basket, but it's no good. Over and back. Here's a chance from long range. Can't connect. To Oladipo. Got a piece of it.
Jumping out the gym right now, Ed.
Great anticipation. Got a piece to knock it away. Has a look. Oladipo's shot no good. There's the buzzer. 3 quarters complete. It's the Sixers out in front. So the Heat will have it to start this 4th and final quarter. And things went off the rails for them a bit in that 3rd quarter as they watched their lead completely evaporate.
And then some. Now they find themselves behind.
To Waiters. Paul Millsap. Huge block.
Just incredible timing on that swat.
Almost. Unlucky bounce. Grabs his own miss and scores. Good concentration.
There's some players out there that like the freedom of space, and then we have the anomalies. We have the players who feel comfortable being uncomfortable. And almost the physicality of the game centers them and puts them right on balance every time.
Calls out of bounds. Last touch by Paul Millsap. Waiters. Scores from the post.
You've heard it before. Slow and steady wins the race. This approach might be working out after all.
It's in the hands of Philadelphia. Turns and slams it down.
It's easy to become mesmerized when you watch a player who can create off the dribble. We call that dancing. When you allow a player to dance with that much space, that's Prob City.
Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
People become so fixated on the hands or the arms or the strengths of the arms. I look at the legs. The strength of his legs help him power through that play. That's how you get and ones.
Udonis Haslem at the line for a chance at a three-point play. Shoots it at 75% for his career. Whoops, that won't go. Going to launch beyond the arc. That's off the side of the rim, no good. Oladipo into the front court. The deficit now up to 5. Basket's good on the follow. Way to stay with it.
There's certain guys in this league that should be put on alert status 24/7 because either they're posterizing you or that attempt can still be a poster.
The ball controlled by Kyle Lowry. To Oladipo. Screen coming. Gets it in the left corner. Sizing up the defense. 5 to shoot for Miami. Able to convert inside.
There you go, finally. Shoot your shot.
Finishing inside the paint on that one.
That might have been a little bit easier than expected there, considering the score.
Oladipo into the front court. Down 3. Tough shot and nearly a chance at a three-point play. No foul.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up. To Danny Green for 3. Danny Green is going to get a chance at 3 here. Shooting 50%. Some yes, some no in this contest.
Shooting 3.
Can't connect on the first free throw. And he hits the second. Miami with the basketball. Butler takes stock of the floor. Offensive board. Nice touch around the basket with the tip.
That's what I'm talking about, Ed. It's that simple. Put the ball in the bucket.
To Danny Green. Fires the 3.
That reach was just about a second off. He got his hand in there a little bit quicker. That would have been a steal.
Just enough imbalance. First one goes down. It's a second. One more coming. And he cashes in at the line. 3 for 3. Oladipo into the front court. His club staring up at an 8-point deficit. Here comes the screen. To Butler. Oh, great defense there, forcing the pickup. 4-3. Working hard on the glass. Another shot won't go either. No, I missed a short one there. To Butler. Beyond the arc for 3. Cleans it up. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
And if you have the ball in your hands on offense and you're that open and you see the defense sprinting at you, directly at you, not taking an angle to try to block your shot to not hit you, brace yourself for contact, focus on making the basket, and one every time.
Udonis Haslem trying to cash in on a three-point play. He's struggled so far. And he missed the free throw. Shot from in close, no good. Harden into the front court. Up 6. And look out.
Ooh, cool, calm, and collective. The 3 C's. His handles are effortless.
Lowry into the front court. Looking to make something happen. Converts in the paint. Nice finish at the rim.
And sometimes less is more. Keeping it simple is the best way.
Oh, errant pass as it's taken away.
Tonight, it may not cost you, but in a playoff game, it will.
Lowry against Harden. Has a chance. Wide open look. Won't go.
Oh, I like that. You got the defense rotating from side to side. They're even recovering late, but still, you got to make that one.
Nothing going here on that drive. Takes it right to the rim. A lot of contact there, but they say no foul.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
Lowry has the basketball. Surveys the floor. Curling inside. Joel Embiid swats it. 9 blocks.
Here's one of the biggest secrets as we move.
And a putback slam.
Woo, that's nasty right there.
Across the timeline, it's Lowry. His guys trail by 10.
Oh, he sent that one to the 3rd row.
He was locked in. That was impressive. Oh. Waiters. Great pass to set it up. That's rebounded by Philadelphia. Harden with it up top. Lead stands at 10. To Embiid. Perfect feed to set up the basket.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
To Waiters. Lowry, they have to keep him in their grasp.
I know he's a volume shooter. I know defensively at times you have to take your lumps. Might be time to adjust the scouting report, though. Start denying him the ball.
Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
The defender was actually in a good position there. They even made a decent play on the ball. But sometimes those bounces go the other way. Still, stay aggressive out there.
James Harden at the line for a chance at a three-point play. Hasn't missed yet. The free throw is good. Finishing off the three-point play. The lead grows to 12. Ball controlled by Kyle Lowry. To Butler.
Let's go.
Lowry to Butler. Old school. Backs his man down for the basket.
Old school. equals high percentage.
Ah, missed it. How'd that not go down? Lowry into the front court. They find themselves down 10. Butler to Lowry. Can't connect. Harden in possession. He'll run the offense. From the painted area, won't go down. Lowry with it. Trailing by 10. Right time, right player.
Can't teach height.
Harden, that's how you defend.
Notice that the defense isn't giving him as much space anymore. They're crowding him every time he catches the ball and really getting into his legs defensively.
Lowry against Harden. Oladipo to Lowry. Driving right to the basket. To Lowry. Trying to cash in. Unbothered by the defense as he drills it.
You see, the great playmakers see the shot before it ever happens. They recognize how they were being guarded on the previous set, and then they make the necessary adjustments.
And the basket good at the rim.
You normally don't see that, but that's the type of thing that keeps shooters in the league for a long time. Every once in a while, they venture into the paint.
And scores at the rim. Beautifully done with the Euro step.
It's not a travel if it looks pretty.
Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
Lowry, terrific vision. Joel Embiid, snatching it out of the air. That's 12 now.
This game is all about playing mind tricks on people. The offense is more worried about getting their shot blocked than they are about actually making the shot.
Waiters. Shot clock winding down. Has a look. Just off the mark.
You know, Ed, everybody gives so much credit to the guy who contested the shot, but there's no way he's in that position without the communication of the backbone of the defense. When you have a guy back there who can block shots and tells you to apply more pressure, you know you're in a safe place.
Oladipo to Lowry.
2 minutes left in the...
Oladipo to Lowry. Has a chance. Deep two there. Won't go. Harden in possession. His team leads it by 10. And count the basket inside.
It just seems like one of three things happen every time James Harden has the ball. Either he scores, he gets fouled, or he kicks it out to someone for a three. Pick your poison.
Oladipo. Sixers have it.
I tried to work the clock here, but you have to take care of the ball in this possession.
Cruises inside for two.
Strong finish. That's what you need, regardless of contact, focusing on the rim.
Oladipo into the front court. 14-point deficit. Lowry to Oladipo. To Lowry. Shot clock for the Heat down to 3. Oladipo. Not that time. To Harden. Harris to Harden. From long range. He's not shy about shooting it from out there, but he misses this time.
Give the defense some credit here. He killed them in the first half, driving and scoring at will. But now, it's lockdown time.
Shot clock, it's coming down to 4. Now down to 3. Textbook defense. Oladipo into the front court. The deficit now up to a dozen. Harden. Not that time. He misses. The follow won't go either. How's this for a hot start? He's 5 of 5 from three-point range.
And I get mesmerized every time I watch him shoot. Great release, up and down, comes down in the same spot every time.
Shifting gears, here comes some substitutions. Deep three at the buzzer, and he's fouled. Very close, Jay. Free throws coming up. Danny Green is going to get 3 shots here, shooting 75% so far tonight. First one, count it. Second to 3, got it. Three for 3. Nice. The Sixers are victorious as they win this one handily. For Jay Williams and all our crew, I'm Ed Cohen saying so long for now. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports.
The EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The 76ers won this game after a close finish. I could get into detail about their play calling and shot selection, but let's be honest. We all know that the dunks were the most exciting. I'd be surprised if the rim isn't a little bit bent at this point. Check out the leading scores for the Philadelphia 76ers. The Heat finished on the losing end of a close score. And even though they shot so well from the field, I bet they're only thinking about the shots they missed. This was a tough game to lose. What you see here is how the majority of the points were scored for the Miami Heat.
Game track. Assists.
You can tell both of these teams feel very comfortable in their offensive systems. There was plenty of great playmaking in this contest.
Player of the game.
And while you can't track leadership on a stat sheet, it was by far the most impressive thing he did in this game.
Who was cold?
What can you say about a guy like this? Except that he fits the title of this segment. He was definitely cold in this game. Time now for the top plays of the game.
The NBA Season 9 2022 Game 4-8 New Orleans Pelicans 103 Charlotte Hornets 106 Final.
Number 1.
And that does it for our post-game wrap-up. On behalf of ESPN on EA Sports, I'm Jalen Rose. Thanks for joining.
Game 4-8 Los Angeles Lakers 1-3-1 Cleveland Cavaliers 1-2-0 final. Game 4-8 San Antonio Spurs 1-1-0 Golden State Warriors 1-0-8 final. Game 4-8 Boston Celtics 1-2-4 Denver Nuggets 1-0-4 final. Game 4-8 Utah Jazz 1-0-8 New York Knicks 9-3 final. Game 4-8 Phoenix Suns 1-2-7 Sacramento Kings 1-2-4 final. Game 4-8 Memphis Grizzlies 1-2-2 Houston Rockets 9-8 final.